key thing that's happened at Amaroo School is that change from 27% of parents engaging in the traditional parent night teacher format, engaging in the learning partnership with the school. 27% of Year 9 and 10 parents were doing that, and in a single year implementing student-led conferences it went to 80%.
I think this is a really great opportunity to empower our students to move forward with great skills and knowledge.
From my perspective as a school leader, the reason that I have implemented student-led conferences is to make sure that 100% of our students are engaged in their learning, that they are in control of their learning, that they have voice in their own learning, and that they are focused on a process that helps them to improve their learning, grow further as a learner and as an individual, and to meet their own goals and to share those goals with everybody around them so that their significant others can support them in that.
I had a unique opportunity to sit in with a student in care of as a parent, and one of the things we discussed was some pretty high order goal setting. Now for this student academically, that's not where our goals were heading. It was more of, let's not get you suspended for the rest of the year. Having that opportunity to sit there, sort out a pretty genuine goal path and some key things along the way that he would be able to tick off to measure his own success, that we would be able to determine his success with, and able for him to graduate. And at the end of the day, that student never got suspended for the rest of the year. The student-led conference was a transforming point in his life as much as it was my own professional life in terms of where I go next with my own career path. So it was a really interesting avenue and a really exciting time to be a part of that.
One of the wonderful moments for me in student-led conferences is when I sat through as a parent for one of my international students on Friday, and it was really interesting to get to know about, to learn about their fears of learning the language in a foreign country, and how well they're really working hard to master that in order to do well in their subjects. And it was a really amazing one-on-one conversation with their AM study teacher as well to demonstrate that learning and talk about how they're settling in.
So what student-led conferences does for staff to engage students and to engage the community further in learning is it makes them have to look at the child as a whole person, and it gives them that understanding of the importance of the relationship that the teacher has with the student, and that the teacher has with the parent, and that the parent has with the teacher, because it's like a triangle. And when you get that triangle working successfully and everybody's on the same page and supporting the student with the same things, or knowing exactly what their part is in supporting that student to grow as a learner, to improve as a learner, whatever it happens to be, that to meet that goal or that expectation, that's the greatest chance that the student has of success. That whole triangle being in concert.
I can explain what I'm learning instead of the teacher saying like what she's seeing, like what I'm doing, instead of, like, I would rather a student-led conference just because you see what I'm doing instead of what the teacher thinks I'm doing. It just gives a better understanding to probably your parents and your teacher of how much time and effort you actually put into your own assessment pieces.
Student-led conferences prepare our students for the wider world because they are going to be in a situation similar to that in their working life and in their career at some point, and they're going to have expectations to be able to talk about the talent that they have and the skills that they have and what they can bring to an organisation, or what they can offer a new job that they're going for in an interview, or to explain themselves to their supervisor in terms of the kinds of work that they're doing. These are things that we have to do every day as adults.
I reckon it prepares you for life more because you gain more confidence about what you're speaking about. So if I was talking to you and telling you that I was doing a great piece, that tells myself that I'm doing good. So basically it would just reassure you what you're doing, and you're able to speak about what you're doing rather than other people speaking for you. If you have to then talk to your parents and say, yeah, I've been bludging the whole lesson, then you kind of understand that you're not doing anything, and then you go, oh crap, I better pull my head together.
It's a chance for them to speak about what they're really not good at, and that's what the students really need support in, is that it's okay to speak about things that you're not really good at, because you are working on improving these skills and making yourself better, not just, you know, demonstrating the best out there. It's also showing your work in progress, which is really important.